Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the motor assembly in a Kenmore refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a flat screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, some clear tape, and electrical tape. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new motor assembly. This motor assembly is located inside the freezer compartment behind the cover panel on the left. Using the ducts, it blows cold air from the freezer onto the ice maker to help form the ice cubes. If water inside the ice maker is not freezing properly, the motor assembly should be checked and replaced if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the freezer door. Now I'm going to remove this basket. I'll lift the back up, turn it around, and remove it. We need to lift the freezer door off the sliders. So there is a good chance that your door will be attached to the slider in that point with the screw. It could be Phillips, could be Torque 15 or Torque 20. We don't have it, but you may have it. It will be one on each side. First, we're gonna lift up the front end so that the side brackets will free, and then we're gonna lift and slide the back. There are two hooks, and we're free now, and I can remove the door. So next, we need to remove the freezer drawer, pulling it out, and then we're going to release it from the rails here. To unlatch the rail, we need to press down on this side. This is our lock here, and the opposite side we're going to lift it up, and then we can slide the drawer out. We are going to remove this left side rail. When you take out 3 Phillips screws, there's a 1, 2, and 1 in that opening here. I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to grab it here for the front end and pull the side, and then pull it forward. Now I'm going to press this tab and disconnect the plug so we can take it away. Next, I'm going to use the flathead screwdriver to open that latch here on the temperature sensor bracket. And we can pry it out. And then we can take it out. Just let it hang down. The next step will require some force. So I'm going to put the finger in that opening, and I need to pull out the cover. And slowly take it down. Don't let it go, because we have these plugs in the back. So we're gonna press the locking tab on the side, pull the plug, and then the top one and the bottom one. So let's put down the panel. And now we can take this cover assembly to the workable surface. All right, let's place it on the table, and now we can start removing this assembly. So we need to remove the 4 Phillips screws. One is on here, and another one here, and one is under this insulation. So we're going to start with the one which is exposed. I'm going to use a Phillips screwdriver. All right, then I'm going to peel this insulation off and remove the second one, and then this corner. And finally this one. We need to remove this all the way because it's holding to the bracket. And the last one, then we can lift it off. Now I'm going to peel this tape off a little bit of the motor, and then I'm going to remove this harness from under the clip, and from here. Now we need to separate this. We either can find the end and peel it off, or we can just cut it. Let's see if we'll just can tore it like this. Yeah, I don't want to use a knife here because it's a little dangerous. You can damage the harness. This is the old motor assembly next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. So I'm going to place the new motor assembly in. And peel this insulation again off. Put the housing in. And we can secure it with 4 Phillips screws. And turn the blade, see if it runs freely. And we can press down the insulation here. And we will follow the harness. Put it underneath the clip here on the motor. And put the tape down. If this one is not working, you can use a new tape. And then we're going to put it in the clamp here in the retainer. Twist it locked. And then we can put a little electrical tape so keep the harness together. Just a couple of turns each. And right, so now I'm going to put this black insulation over and secure it with a tape. So now is a good time to insert the temperature sensor plug in. So we can lift it up now and install it back into the freezer. And let's lift the panel up, bring it closer so we can plug in those 3 plugs. I'm going to place the bottom one. And this one. And the last one. First, we're going to put the bottom 3 tabs down. Push down so it will fit into the cutouts, and then we can press the top in. And now we can install the bracket with temperature sensor. Push it in. So it's time to install this side railing. And plug this first. And then I'm going to install these 2 tabs at the back into these slots. Push it in. Alright. And secure it with 3 Phillips screws. And we're gonna push in all the way the rails, and then we're gonna slide that in. Right, so we're gonna slide this rail into this opening on this rail, and we need to do it both sides at the same time. We need to do both sides simultaneously. So the door goes back on. First we are placing the hooks in. Slowly lower down the door. And one. And the second one. At this point, we're going to put the basket back in. Slide it in. Turn it. And the front goes first in. And slightly push the back, and now we can close the door.
Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.